Yurrr. Welcome back to another episode of the Fools at Night podcast. This is your host, Tristan. We just got back from Rolling Loud like a couple days ago, so we decided to make an episode on like how it went for us, the good times, bad times, real bad times, man, for my wallet. But we all good. We chilling now. But so yeah, sit back, enjoy the episode. Leave a comment. Let us know what you want next time. We'll see you.
Lean, rock, if you shaking, I told her don't stop. Got them down while you run to the cops. Fuck that, I'ma take with you, girl, I ain't wait. Stopping in traffic ain't safe. I ain't spending no bag and no date. AMG, baby, this ain't no race. It's my day, I've been getting this kick right. I can see what she shaking her hips. I ain't know you can move it like this. I've been throwing her booze and no.
You'll see, somehow the world will change for me and be so wonderful. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Fools at Night podcast. I'm your host, Tristan. I got my co-host, my lovely co-host here. Say yourselves.
It's me, 5-star Rodney. But we also have the Italian Stallion here.
Yeah, it's me, 5-star Rodney, but not.
And we got Mr. Grippy in the left corner here.
Hey, I'm eating a biscuit from Popeyes.
W Biscuit. All right.
Yeah.
With no honey mustard.
Mustard. I got food too, so I'm gonna be munching in the mic. I hope y'all don't care, because if you do, I don't care.
Like shit.
Yeah, tell them how you really feel.
Huh.
All right.
We
Today's
just came
episode,
back
man.
from go ahead.
No, you got it, bro. You got it.
Got you. We just came back from a marvelous adventure in the depths of Florida to see several artists, our list of favorite artists such as Sexy Red, Ray Shermerd,
And ASAP Rocky.
and ASAP Rocky. Yes, some of the best
ASAP
performers.
nigga for life.
Yes, on God, ASAP nigga for life. Some of the best performers to ever touch a microphone. And we just decided that we're gonna come out and use this podcast as a platform to talk about the shit that happened there.
There was a lot of shit that happened. Too much
Yeah,
shit.
a lot of shit. Tristan is surely one who could tell you.
Man, I'm in pain, man. My bank account ain't been the same.
Bank account, my body, my everything, my soul.
Came home with a whole new disease I didn't even know about.
Yeah, bro. We gotta mention that literally all of us just are sick as a dog, and none of us here feel well.
Honestly, I thought you were gonna say had chlamydia.
I really thought he was gonna say that too. I was kind of buying it up to that.
I was getting ready to admit that I had it. But
Red gave it to you.
yeah, it's like, bro, she's on stage. Lancy. I know how to act.
I can't blame you, brother, man.
For my second ever music festival, I guess third or fourth ever concert I've been to, I may say Rolling Loud is a completely different experience to anything that I've experienced prior to that. Like I just never been to area or like an environment such as Rolling Loud. It was so much going on at the same time, but also at the same time so well organized. So it's like a magnificent event. I know this is just my first time, but co-host the other 5-star Rodney, but not, and the young Gripper. That's not their first times. They're surely far from their first rodeo.
Yeah,
They
I'm
for sure know.
at this point. That was my fourth Rolling Loud.
Damn veteran.
This is my
Without a
third.
doubt. Without a doubt, I'd say this was the best one I've ever seen.
Absolutely best one I've been to.
Miami puts New York to shame.
That should be
The
a good
people,
time.
especially. The people, bro.
It's
Different.
like my first concert, first Rolling Loud, first pretty much everything, and what a hell of an experience, bro. It was fire.
This was your first concert?
First concert. I mean, yeah, first like rap concert, kind of, pretty much.
What other concerts have you seen?
Not really anything.
Oh, okay. So this is like you went in there virgin hole and everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a very interesting start to a first concert, going straight into Rolling Loud.
I pretty much just pulled an early 2000s movie, just virgin boy straight out of high school, threw me into like a fucking college party with Megan Fox.
I, getting off topic, but that is the most bad bitches I've seen in one function in my entire life. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, Miami, I don't know what they put in their water or something, but
Whatever it is isn't safe to drink because now we're all fucking sick.
Oh
Yeah,
my
pretty
God.
much.
I'm not gonna lie. Looked around a couple times at some concerts, and I saw some people get hit with the emergency bags of water.
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
was-
wondering if we're sick
Yo.
right now. What are they going through?
I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, so me and my girlfriend, we went to the Sprite stage for most of the first day, and I'm not gonna lie to you, we were getting demolished by those emergency bag waters. They were chucking them bitches at us like it was a football, and I was just a little kid on the O line, bro. That's
I
a
feel you.
terrible analogy.
they do not know how to aim those things though, because they'll throw 20 of them in one area, and the other areas are just dead.
They
Man,
know how to aim for my fucking face. I can tell you that.
how many times did you get hit with the emergency water day one? 6 times. 6 times? Damn.
That's crazy, bro. They had to be aiming.
Yeah, I don't think that guy liked you. Fuck him, but he
Yeah,
did kind
that's-
of save our life. I guess let's talk about before Rolling Loud first. I took you guys. All right, before we say that, I'm somewhat of a Miami veteran because I got family there. I pretty much lived there second half of my life as like summers like that, not actually staying there. But like I have family there my whole life. So Miami, I know pretty much Miami like back of my hand if my hand was blacker. But I took you guys to Polo Tropical, man. What'd you think
Oh
of
my
it?
god, that was one of the best places I've ate at. I was so happy. I wanted to go back, but nobody else wanted to fucking go back.
When I had there the first time Tristan put me on, and I expected to get the same thing Lucas got. Lucas had this bowl that looked like something from Chipotle.
Oh my
He had
god.
steak in it and stuff like that. And I get mine, I open mine up. It's a box. I'm not saying that the food wasn't good. It was amazing. But I opened up the box and there's an entire chicken leg in there, and I was just so tired. Like I didn't want to have to dissect my chicken. I was just low-key tears dripping down my face. I want to eat the same bowl he was eating. Low-key want to switch with him. And they put my beans in a cup. I was like, there's a lot going on, man.
Yeah, man.
I was so mad at the beginning when we got there, because Tristan he started talking about this place, like they serve some amazing delicious food, like a go-to place, and I was like, okay, I'm ready. So I put on the nicest fit I own, thinking we're about to dine in.
I actually thought-
And then I walk in, and we're sitting on a line. This place is just Taco Bell. Oh, like the place, the food was amazing, but like I did not realize it was like a chain restaurant.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to come out dripped up for Polo Tropical. I would have warned you if I knew. That's on
I
me.
was expecting it. I was expecting, us going out because of all the hype.
My fault, gang. I got you next time we go to Miami. But
Yo,
So I still looked good.
you
keep
did.
in mind, this whole time was going on, I had a friend that invited us to go to something later that night. So I was figuring James was gonna keep on that same outfit that he had on for us to go. And then I get a text from that friend. I just turned 21, I'd say like 4 or 5 days ago. So in Miami, my birthday was like 4 or 5 days away. That friend was texting me, he's like, "Oh yeah, you guys had to be 21 to get in there." And I was like, I'm sitting here lying. I'm like, yeah, no, we're 21, we're 21. I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna see that person ever again.
Right. Hold on, I'm so mad aggressive right now.
Dude, that was not English, bro. What was that?
I said I was chewing mad aggressive right now. My fault, man.
You good, King?
Mm.
Enjoy. Trump up, my boy.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn. Oh, yeah. So day before Rolling Loud, pretty damn fun. Like, ate good food. We went into the pool, had a fun time.
Found out the place we had a serious roach problem.
That's all in Florida, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It don't matter how clean your house is, you gonna get them big ass roaches.
Um,
I think anyway. I don't know. I've never escaped the roaches in Florida. They just keep coming after me, man.
I don't know, for an Airbnb, you'd think they'd know though. You'd think they'd let you know.
You got a fair point though. Honestly, I'm really interested to just know if like the roach problem in Florida is like just like no matter what you have, you're gonna see them, or if it's like an actual thing. I don't know. We're
Like
getting off topic.
universal.
Um, let's talk about day one really loud. We came there pretty late. Well, I mean, we got there not pretty late. We got there a good time, but we
Like
missed
we-
the
to be
performances.
there on
We aimed to get there earlier than we got there.
Yeah.
we didn't expect to see what we saw. So prior to everything coming about this Rolling Loud, I saw a lot of this being the biggest Rolling Loud of this year, and I think we all just like undermined that a little bit because when we got around that corner and we saw all those people, just like we saw a lot of people walking. We expect everybody to be there on time. It's Rolling Loud, but when we saw all those people, it looked like there's been people there on time. It was complete chaos in the streets. It was like
The
they
entire
turned
freeway
down.
was closed down.
Yeah.
They closed everything down just for this Rolling Loud. It's just crazy, which I never seen something like that before.
I respect it.
Can I just say, I thought that was like normal to Rolling Louds. I didn't know like that was anything different.
No, this Rolling Loud was actually like the biggest Rolling Loud I've seen ever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so day one, we got there, and I think as soon as we passed by security, Lone was performing because that's what I ran to right away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to be honest, I was fairly upset at the beginning, which I got over pretty quickly. I was more just like poking fun at the people that I saw because I was in a aggressive mood. But
Bro, there's an ant in my fucking Popeyes.
Huh?
oh no, bro.
Bro, get your money back.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm, bro.
Get your money back, man.
All right, continue.
I wanted to see Lancey Foe really bad, which which did not happen. But to what I learned recently, he's actually performing in New York very soon. Late this year.
Cashing it. We're cashing it.
But besides that, I want to see him and Sexy Red were performing at the same time. So my hopes are really high because the last couple of times Lancey Foe has performed, he's brung out Sexy Red. So I know he wasn't gonna bring her out this time. So I don't know why I just generally got so excited because I like listening to just his music and not having him bring out somebody else and performing. But this year, I think everybody can attest for me that their favorite artist or one of their favorite artists bring out somebody else who's like almost equally as cool as them.
Yeah,
Which made it a lot more exciting to go see that person.
definitely.
Uzi brought up strippers, and that was definitely equally as cool as him.
Bro, all roads lead to the booby trap.
All roads lead to the booby trap.
Dude, you guys might not know what we're talking about, but every single day there was they had the planes with the banners coming off, and so they were advertising this club called
The booby trap.
11. Well, no, before that one, they're advertising a club called 11. So every night the headlining artist was going to that club. So we'd see a lot of those. So every time Lucas saw one, whoever he was driving, he'd let them know. So a couple of times we were going to get food, and Lucas would let me know, like, "Oh, look, Offset's gonna be there, or Cardi, or like Lil Uzi, or whatever." So he sees one that says "All roads lead to the booby trap," and he's like, "What is that? What is the booby trap?" And he's looking it up. He's trying to figure it out for me because I'm asking like, "Yo, what is the booby trap?" We're going back and forth. We never got an answer. So for all
Never.
3 days, we're really curious. And I say 9, 10 o'clock rolls around, and he gets his answer. But we'll let you guys know about that in a little bit. We don't want to skip over day one, you know? Day one was magnificent.
Day one
Yeah,
was
day one. Who'd you guys catch? I caught Destroy Lonely, Ken Carson, Ice Spice,
like
Anuel, Yachty, Cardi. That's
I'll,
pretty much all I caught.
I'll go. I caught Lone, Carson, 2C, Central C, Polo G, Yachty, and then not of choice, Raj Sherman, and then Cardi. Well, I didn't get to see Cardi like that. I saw Cardi from a distance because of bad events. Bad events.
Bad events.
Yeah.
Tell us, bro.
We'll talk about it. I'll let everybody else say it first, and then we'll talk about bad events.
I saw Lonely. I saw half of Ken. I was still trying to adjust to the Florida heat. Never been there before, so I was kind of walking around, seeing people as I walked around. I saw Fat Nick.
How's that? How's that, real quick?
Fat Nick, man, he killed it. He didn't play the songs I wanted to see, but he did his thing.
Okay.
Then I saw Chef G.
Mm-hmm.
No, Chef G's in prison. Fucking Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, okay.
But he called Chef G. So technically I did see Chef G.
Wait, he
Saw him
picked up
through
on
the
the prison?
FaceTime. You saw him
Let's
through the
go.
FaceTime.
Yeah. And then I saw Polo G. I saw Yachty. I almost passed out during Yachty, so I removed myself from the scene.
Mhm.
And then went crazy for Cardi.
Yes, sir.
I think mine is very similar to James. I'm pretty sure we stayed around each other for majority of that night. I saw Destroy Lonely, which besides the headliners, I was the most excited to see Destroy Lonely. That is my favorite artist. And I will not lie to you guys, out of all the performers that entire weekend, he was on the lower spectrum of the people I saw. He played a lot of songs. At least I missed the first 3-4 songs he played.
Mhm.
He played a lot of songs from his newer album, and I just think a lot of the songs from his newer album are not exactly like rager songs. Like I can't really get us excited. But I
agree.
was really appreciative that he laid the grounds out for Ken Carson, which he did come back out for Ken Carson. Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely played some songs together, and Lonely came back out and performed with Ken Carson. But Ken Carson is a much better performer than Destroy Lonely.
100%.
And I think if Ken Carson his time after, and I believe he got 10, 15 minutes more than Destroy Lonely. But he played some unreleased music. Even like down to his unreleased music, I put Ken Carson way above some of the headliners I might have seen, or like the bigger names than Ken Carson.
Mhm.
I put him a little farther ahead because to the unreleased songs, I saw people in the mosh pit, which I couldn't breathe in. I saw people in the mosh pit singing word for word the unreleased songs that haven't even come out yet. So I just think that's really amazing to see, like a fan base like come out and be like, "Yo, I know every word to the songs that didn't even come out yet." That's really awesome.
Facts. Can I make a comment real quick?
Go crazy.
Lone, I wasn't too like I was excited to see Lone, but his like performance wasn't like anything crazy. It was kind of just more as like audience. Same thing with Ken, but Ken definitely knew how to like control his audience a lot more. Like he was getting them hyped up, and then he would drop the song, and then just Ken's crowd in general just had way more energy, and it was just way more hype.
Ken was on stage and he did do the thing where he said, "When I say go,
Yeah,
go. When I say go, go."
yeah.
And that is just the most exciting thing ever to me. I don't maybe I'm glazing.
No, that show was exciting. It was fun as fuck.
He's just
Now
such a
going.
keep going.
Yeah.
James, who do we see after Ken Carson?
I think you guys went to see.
I took a minute in between because the only people that were performing were like Key Glock.
It was Key Glock. Yes. So we dispersed.
Yeah, I didn't see Key Glock. I took time
You linked
to
up with us to take
Boone.
flicks.
Oh yeah.
So we all linked up for a calm minute, took flicks. Me and
If
Aika
Tristan's
then went
not
to go
lazy,
buy shit, and that's when we lost you guys before you said you're going to Ice Spice.
yeah. If
Which
Tristan's not lazy, he'll put the flicks up on the screen right now.
Wait, what?
Say if you're not lazy, you'll put some of the flicks up on the screen right now.
Yeah, I'll make sure I do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Make note to editing, Tristan. If you're not lazy enough, please do that.
I think some of the merch there was amazing. Honestly, like the ASAP Rocky merch was really cool. They had the jerseys, which I still can't find the ASAP Rocky merch. But I bought a jersey and I bought some shirts. And I know Lucas bought a lot of stuff as well. Lucas was a tough.
The jersey
What he
is so
bought.
tough.
Yeah, I think I got like 3 shirts. I got 3 shirts. I got a hoodie and I got a vest. And and I got a beanie too.
Nice.
Oh, fire!
The merch is
Yes,
actually
sir.
pretty reasonable price too.
Yeah,
Like, it
except
wasn't
for that.
most of it wasn't
that
too
vest.
expensive.
Yeah, I spent like 300.
James, what did you buy?
I got a hoodie, I got a pair of shorts, and I got a nice hat.
W.
Nice.
I got like a shirt and a Rolling Loud flag that I'm gonna hang up my new apartment when I get to Baltimore.
Baltimore.
From Baltimore, we don't care about no curfew.
You didn't care about a curfew in Baltimore.
Moving on. Before I talk about the bad events, let's talk about somebody that surprised me in their performance day one. I went over to the Spray stage to see Central C, and let me just say, I was expecting Central C's crowd to be a little dead. Them motherfuckers were active in that shit, man. Central C crowd was honestly highlighted day one for me. Yep. Well, Yachty would have been highlight of day one, but we'll talk about it. But Central C's performances was hyped as fuck. It was like the crowd was actually feeling them. Everybody was having a good time. It was good mosh pits and shit like that. Central C was actually really fun. I did not expect it. Really did not expect to see him get that much energy from the crowd.
Me and James had a chance to go see Central C one time. We didn't get to see him, but we were gonna try to take initiative to try to see him, but his timing was not the greatest. Like to see Central C over Ice Spice, at least for me and James, was a little crazy. Cause come on, it's Ice Spice, guys. Come on.
No, we're all right, so we're gonna see Ice Spice, right? But by the time me and Ake are finishing buying like all of our merch, Ice Spice ended. And Central C literally was just about to go on. It was like Tootsie was doing his performance. So we're just like, I guess we'll go see Tootsie till Central C comes on. And actually a lot of people were there for Tootsie as well. Or Tootsie, whatever the hell.
The crowds were actually huge for pretty much everybody this
Yeah, except for ASAP.
Hey, that crowd was huge. I was mosh pitting.
All right. Let's talk about bad event day one for me. So
Yes, sir.
Yachty comes out, right? Fire. Great intro. Yachty came out with a lot of energy. That shit was gas. I turned to my girlfriend. I'm just like, hey, babe, we should probably like start moving a little bit so that we can go, catch Playboi Cari. Because I wanted to see Cardi. That was the one I was excited for day one. We start making our way through the crowd. We get about like the middle towards the middle of the crowd, about to get out because we were like towards the front of the whole stage. Reach in my pocket, can't feel my phone. So then I start looking through the crowd on the floor, seeing if I can find my phone. Start going through a whole process of just trying to find my phone some way or another. And my phone gets stolen. So that was the bummer of day one. Basically, at the best part of Yachty, as soon as he starts hyping up the crowd, everybody starts going crazy, I lose my phone. And it killed the rest of the day for me. But it was still fire, because at least I got to see Yachty. I'm still sad about my phone. It put me in a $700 hole. Well, damn near $800 hole, but you know we're recovering. Um,
was,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Honestly, like going into Rolling Loud, especially for like next time, because I have a feeling you guys are gonna want to go again. Like every year I've been so far, at least one person loses something. Like it's just so like susceptible. And this year there were people going around pickpocketing
mhm.
in the crowds. Yachty's crowd was full of looters, bro.
Yeah,
And they caught somebody.
yeah. They
They
caught
caught
one guy with like 20 phones on him.
yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
actually the day that Travis Scott performed as the headliner in the middle of the mosh pit, I'll send the video to Tristan maybe.
yeah. That was the video on Instagram, right?
Yeah, it's some
Yeah,
girl finds the bag of all the stolen phones.
yeah.
But I'm not sure if Rolling Loud has done anything about like returning any of the phones or if the
So
girl just put it back inside of the bag.
the way Rolling Loud does their stolen phones is essentially if you can confirm that your phone's stolen, like for example, you checked everywhere, you can't find it, and you did find my iPhone and it's in a whole new spot, you have to go file a police report. And then they have like this website you go to as like your last resort, where at the end of Rolling Loud they post all the phones they recovered, and you can begin like the claiming process.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that's probably what they did with those phones. I have no idea though.
Big baller. He just got a new phone.
Yeah, I just went and got a new phone and just killed my bank account, but you know,
Yeah, sir.
yeah, sir. But it was kind of fucked because like after that whole thing, I was kind of sad, but I was still like running around seeing people perform. And then Cardi pissed me off because Cardi didn't come on time. But I'm thinking that's more to do with like people that performed earlier and fucked up the whole time slot.
It started with Ice Spice.
Yeah,
Ice
that's what
Spice
I heard.
came on late, and then ever since Ice Spice came on late, the entirety of Go Puff stage was on like a half an hour to an hour late.
That makes more sense because Cardi was a whole hour late and I was tight. That's why like I didn't see Cardi as good as I wanted to. Like I literally saw him for like the back of the stages, like the far back. I wanted to be in like the middle.
Yeah, they
What the fuck?
actually they had to set up his stage as well, which is a
Yeah,
really big. Yeah, he had an opium gas station.
that's so fire.
He's the coolest man alive.
Anything else you want to talk about day one? Because day two was pretty shit
Yeah,
too. We gotta talk about.
I I want to add in the bad performances that I saw. Ice Spice, Ice Spice was very Ice Spice and Destroy Lonely early day when the sun was still out and people weren't mosh pitting as much. The fans of Ice Spice made the Ice Spice concert, but Ice Spice herself did not make the concert. Which
Yeah,
I
that was one of the weakest Ice Spice because I saw her last year too, and last year she had a lot less music to play, and still like the energy and like her energy was so much better last year than this year. This year it was kind of disappointing.
She's in
she
her
kind of
madness
walked out.
phase.
She's super lazy and like the like everybody was yelling and Ice Spice, people passing out and shit. But then obviously when she turned around and started twerking, it got way louder.
Of
But
course.
like she seemed like she was putting in 50% effort the entire time. But Destroy Lonely, he seemed like he was putting in a bunch of effort, but people weren't feeling his newer songs.
Which I can agree to as a lone fan. I wasn't really rocking with his newer music as much as his older ones because I just found it more like not not to be mean, but boring compared to his own music. So I would have preferred he play like his older shit, but it was still fire seeing him perform.
Super hard. And I'd say one of the Lil Yachty brought out Castanet, which is really big.
Oh my god, yeah, that
And he
was
brought
sick.
up the entirety of AMP. I really like Lil Yachty's set, but
Lil Yachty shit was tough.
for the entirety of AMP being up there kind of just distracted my eyes. I didn't know who to point my camera at. But I did just spend majority of the time mosh pitting. But I'd say right before Playboi Cari set happened, we regrouped, and it was me, James, Lucas, Jeffrey, and Olivia. And I'd say at that point, I needed like a sensu bean. I was laying on the ground, and my literal physical sensu bean was Playboi Cari saying, "What's up, Miami?" I got up and I just started running. I got full control taken over me. It's Playboi Cardi's voice he's the vamp king.
He's like that.
He's just like that, bro.
Cardi had an amazing set, amazing track list. I loved everything about Cardi's performance. Every single bit of it was fire.
All right, before we move on to day 2, best performances of day 1. I'll start because I didn't get to see Cardi's up close, and I'm mad about that. I'm gonna have to go to a Cardi concert. I'm gonna say Yachty was the best performance day 1 for me.
Cardi.
Cardi and Yachty, yeah.
I'd put it between Cardi and Carson, just because the mosh pits and the Ken Carson mosh pit was the first time that weekend that I didn't start that mosh pit, but that's what gave me the idea to start in other ones.
Mm-hmm.
They did a circle mosh pit where some guy said start running in a circle, and that's the first time where I looked around and I noticed Ken Carson actually noticed the group of people I was standing with.
Yeah.
He was like pointing.
I was in that too.
Yeah, you were there as well, right? When he pointed to us, and he was like, I think that was the time he's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?"
Oh, that's what he
What
was doing
the
that for?
fuck?" Yeah, and then he was like, "Let's go!" And he's doing all so much energy. He had mad awareness. He knew what was going on. Lil Yachty did the same thing as well, but I just feel like I liked it more when Ken Carson did it. Lil Yachty said, "Turn the lights on. I want to see fucking everybody's face right now." Putting his DJ in his place. But yeah,
So hard.
Day 2. Day 2 we came later. So let me start off with the bad, because day 2 we got there and immediately bad. So day 2, we got through security, all that other crap, blah blah blah, whatever. I don't remember if I saw anybody before City Girls, because I think we got there and me and my girlfriend went straight to the City Girls. I'm not sure
that were
though.
the first people who were performing.
Yeah. So
Neither JT or Pretty Miami turned around and twerked, so the crowd was kind of dead.
yeah. So me and my girlfriend go there, immediately go to the City Girls, and we're just, chilling with some people. We're talking to some people in the crowd, having a good time. And immediately, now give you context, right? My girlfriend has a sling bag on, right? The sling bag is literally in front of her. The zipper is near her waist. Her phone is in that sling bag. I remember she took it out once and put it back in that sling bag and zipped it up. We're about to start leaving the City Girls, right? And she opens up her sling. No phone. Her battery pack is there. Her charger is there. Her ID. Well, the ID was gone before, but everything that she needed was there, basically, except the phone.
Another one claimed.
So whoever is the fucking Miami pickpocketer, bro, you need to work at like the CIA or some shit. You don't need to be snatching phones or something, bro. You need to be snatching like nuclear weapons, bro. Because how the fuck are you doing that without anybody noticing? Nobody noticed. We had like a whole circle of people helping us find it, and nobody literally even saw them took it.
That stuff is crazy. I don't know how they do that stuff. They're legit secret agents. Like I believe that same night, somebody attempted to pickpocket James, but James actually pinned his pocket closed, and he couldn't get it from James. So
That was night 1 in Yanni's, right, James?
Yeah. Night 1, I almost I felt somebody grab my phone and try to pull it out of my pocket, but I have my pockets pinned, so they were just they like immediately booked it into the crowd, and I couldn't see a thing.
Yeah, and the only reason I didn't have my pockets pinned night ones because I knew I wanted to record everything and like taking out my phone, my pockets pinned is gonna be a pain in the ass. So I just try to have my phone out as much as possible. And then the one mistake was putting it in my pocket when I decided to leave. Um,
I
so
know
yeah,
Jay held his phone the entire time. He just had his phone in his hands. He did not want to take any chance.
no, honestly, like Rolling Loud recommendation right now. If you go to Rolling Loud, my suggestion for you: print out your ID, right? Literally take a photocopy of your ID, print it out because they just want to see a copy, right? Do that. Either leave your phone at home, or if you're gonna bring your phone, take a picture of your ID and keep that shit in your hand at all times. Do not even put it in your pocket unless you have space around you. And I mean like mad space around you.
Like way too easy for them to steal it. Like
Yeah, because
they'll up against you and then your pocket will be empty.
bro, not they would just wait for like people to start jumping around you and then just sweep and gone. It's really that easy. So anyway, we really only saw City Girls for the most part, and then that whole thing happened, so we dealt with that. By the time I like came back, to see Rolling Loud, I really only got to see like 21 Savage. Ski Master Slump God's performance was amazing. Oh my god. Saw Ski, and then the big man himself, Travis Scott. Before
I
I say
believe
anything more. Uh-huh.
I believe me and Mikhail actually caught something before City Girls even came on, because we started the day off with Baby Santana.
Yes.
Yeah. I wanted to see Tana so bad. It's alright though.
Oh my God, what a good start to the day.
Oh, before
That's
you even finish that, I just
fine.
want to say Gabe saw Baby Santana the other day, or like at least his friend saw Baby Santana. Dude, he had on the same outfit as he had on as Rolling Loud, bro. Dude needs to he
He wanted
he
to
had to
run it
watch him
back.
shit. Yeah, he used the same outfit, bro. I'm not judging, but I'm judging.
You think he cleaned that, bro?
I'd hope so, bro.
Imagine you just kept it sweaty. He's like, hey, it's gonna get dirty again.
After Rolling Loud, he better, bro.
No, oh
Yeah,
god.
it was hot as shit.
Hot is an understatement, bro. I was boiling. I felt like a crab.
Like crazy weather.
Oh
But
god.
tell him what's up, James.
No, you got it.
All
This
right.
man got meat in his mouth right now.
Yeah, he's chowing down, bro.
I'm eating
He,
crackers, bro.
Oh, my fault, twin.
he so Baby Santana came out and he played some of his big hits like Antisocial. He played what else did he
Did he
play?
play
He
off the
played
leash?
Yes, he did play Off the Leash.
Oh
That song was insane when he played it, but he
no,
played a
bro.
lot of
No,
what's that?
bro.
Nothing, continue.
Oh, okay. He played songs of his album Guiltier. I think that's how you pronounce it. Uh Yeah, but he played music off of that, which is more like a chill vibe music, like pop type indie music.
Yeah.
But no matter what music he played, it seemed like everybody wanted to mosh out to his music. And in the background, I ended up getting really close to see him. And in the background, you saw Filthy. He had a Filthy in the back. He never came out or anything, but if you see a producer, it's still an
Yeah.
awesome thing that you can tag under your thing of things that you saw. But he was an amazing performer, and right after that, we actually ran into these water fans.
Uh-huh.
Really enjoyable. Like it was,
All the water fans are clutch.
yeah. This a good, greatest thing of the weekend. I'm not gonna lie.
Facts.
Oh my God, lifesavers. Literal lifesavers.
Bro, day one, those things brought me so much happiness after I lost my phone. Who else did you see day one?
I think me and James really saw all the same people. I just don't really recall. Let me
After we waited for El Alpha for a while.
yeah, a really long time. He
But,
did come out, but he did take a really long time.
yeah, I believe we just went straight from Baby Santana to the El Alpha stage and then didn't wait for El Alpha and went straight to Snot.
Oh yes.
Snot was wonderful. What a good ass performance. Oh my god.
Who else?
Snot was amazing. He played a lot of his hits, but he also played a lot of he played some newer songs. So did Baby Santana as well. Baby Santana did play some newer songs. But Snot's newer songs, he let you know before he played it. It's very hype. Even the newer songs had a lot of people jumping up and down too.
Yeah, I know Lucas really loved Snot's performance.
Yeah, that shit was fire. It was. Sorry, I'm coughing a lot. It was in my top 5 of the weekend, honestly. It was so fucking fire. Bro had everybody going crazy, the entire crowd. And he was on the Sprite stage too, which is like the second biggest one.
Yeah. Believe it or not, that was not the end of Snot that we saw that weekend. He actually, he may or may not have showed up 2 other times, but I know for sure he showed up one time, and I heard that he showed up another time, but I didn't see him the other time that he had showed up. But Snot was around. He has a lot of rap friends.
Yeah, it's not so dope.
A lot of
I like
friends in the industry. Who else y'all see?
I believe after Snot we saw. We're upset because actually I heard a little bit of Alpha's set as I was walking away. So
I saw a Balfour set from a distance. We went to a little bit, but we didn't really stay around too long.
I think after that we got ready to see Trippie Redd.
Oh,
Yeah, we went to see Trippie.
Yeah, so we saw Trippie Redd. He took a really long time, so that's why we didn't really get to see anything in between that. But Trippie Redd's set was actually the only set of that weekend that they had to stop it because too many people were getting hurt. And believe it or not, Trippie Redd was singing majority of it. So that's something crazy.
Yeah.
Seeing Trippie live is always a movie. Like that was a beautiful scene. The crowd did all the heavy lifting for his songs because we would scream his lyrics.
That's another one I wanted to see, but the Miami Thieves stopped me. I have a question for y'all real quick, because a lot of people were bigger than I expected. Was Trippie big? Trippie a fat boy?
He was a little chunky.
Trippie's huge.
Yeah.
Trippie's always been a chunky guy, but he's small though, height wise.
Probably.
Yeah. His set though.
He's a pretty pudgy boy.
Like
his
a bulldog.
set kind of drew a lot away from his weight because if you looked at his set, he had an entire garden of weed leaves and stuff like that, and he had a bunch of albino people, which I believe they were albino. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Were. Is Trippie albino?
No, he's not. But everybody on his set was.
Then I was spreading false information at Rolling Loud.
I love to spread misinformation.
I was going around telling everybody, "Oh, they're all albino because he's albino."
You probably had a bunch of people to believe you, bro. To be honest,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I believe you.
Yeah, I believe it now, honestly.
I mean, bro, if you took a look at any of them, they all looked like him, bro. They had such similar faces. So I was like, oh, well, he's albino. He's got the blonde hair. Well, now he's got red hair, but he had blonde hair at one point.
One of the when they're on stage, it's hilarious. I'm not sure if you saw, but in the back, the people that there was some girls and some guys up there, and then there was a guy with his girlfriend some guy walked up to him and his girlfriend, pushes the guy over, and then kisses his girlfriend in front of him. Watch your bears performing. Thought that shit was so crazy. It was hilarious, bro.
What the hell?
I don't know if it was scheduled event, but like Brody in the back tapped him on his back. Keep in mind, I'm seeing all this stuff on my iPhone 14 Pro Max.
God damn it!
Crazy.
But,
You couldn't stop flexing.
I had to flex real quick, but
Yeah.
his set gets too crazy. Like I believe me and James, because we were around each other around that time, we saw 4 people get dragged away, and around the 4th person we saw get dragged away, they said they put on a loudspeaker that everybody has to back up. It says back, and they paused the set. So me and James look at the time, and I tell James, "Yo, bro, you're gonna miss Jaleel."
Mm-hmm.
So James turns and he runs, like he's going, like
We were on the line for water after Chippy, and then we hear the start of Jalil's set, and I sprint. I had to catch it, and it was so worth it. It was worth every second of it. Jalil is one of my favorite performers, like, of all time. Like, music-wise, he's not one of my favorite artists. Like, he doesn't make, like, my favorite music ever,
Yeah.
but, like, with the backflips and with the energy, like, it's just so top tier. Like, the crowds, the mosh pits were crazy. Jaleel was very interactive with the crowds. Excuse me. And he brought he did this thing where he brought his friend onto the stage, and his friend was talking about how he like met the love of his life or something, and then like gets ready to propose to her, and then she smacks him in the face, runs off stage, and Jaleel jumps onto the DJ booth and dive bombs him. Like, actually pummels him to the ground. Just to start a song. That was all just to start a song.
that is fucking nuts,
Bro, could you imagine? That had to be a skit, right? First of all, that had to be a skit.
No, it was for sure a skit. But like still, like the tackle was real. Like he didn't just like pity jump on him
Mm-hmm.
or anything. You could tell this is like a 300-pound man.
Oh my god.
Like Jaleel is huge. Jaleel is huge, and this guy dive bombs him,
Oh, shit.
tackles him to the ground, gets up, does a backflip as the beat drops. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
That energy, top tier. Like, there are very, very little artists that can compete with that energy.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I made that.
I'm talking about Ski a little bit before we talk about the main event, Travis. Ski's performance was fire. It was so good. He did a lot of X tributes. He did a Juice WRLD tribute. Everybody in the crowd was loving it. Everybody loves Ski. I haven't known a single person that just doesn't like Ski. But I 100% understand Travis Scott fans, especially the people that go to all the performances now. Travis Scott was amazing. Oh my fucking god, Travis Scott was amazing. W performer.
Yes, Travis Scott is the fucking GOAT.
Yeah, Travis Scott was amazing. Ski's performance was really good, especially because they combined normally DJ Scheme gets a his own set, but they combined his set with Ski, which is why like they did multiple like tributes to X and to Juice.
Yeah.
Because that's like DJ Scheme's niche in every Rolling Loud. Like, he always performs tributes.
Mm-hmm.
So the combination of all the X, the ski, the juice, all in that one area was very much due to Scheme.
Yeah,
But Travis definitely deserves highlight of that night.
definitely. And bro, we knew Utopia was coming out from that night. If we got the announcer Utopia and Utopia movie, by the way, how's the Utopia movie? Because I didn't watch it.
Yeah, we
Fucking
watched.
horrible. I tell you what though, I got to catch up on my sleep, so it was actually not as bad as I thought it'd be.
Dude, that movie was interesting. It was something. It
Dude,
wasn't really a movie.
I thought that was top 5 movies that hasn't been like that's not mainstream movies, if you know what I mean. Like movies that aren't taken under a big title name and put in a category like the superhero movies are held by like AAA franchise and stuff like that. For a guy who just makes music and him to direct and make all that movie by himself, thought it was really good actually.
I think it was good for what it was. Like it was very creative, but a lot of the movie was just kind of felt like you're a camera guy watching Travis Scott perform in an empty stadium alone with nothing but a couple of robots.
Those robots went crazy though.
I know that shit was hard.
It's just
Check
so
West was my favorite part about the whole thing.
Oh, you saw it, bro. I didn't get to see Sheck West, and that kind of makes me a little
I saw it
upset.
from the distance, man.
How'd you not see him?
I think so a lot of the sets and stuff like that were happening at the same time.
No, I'm talking about the movie.
Oh, yeah,
No,
Sheck West in the movie, yeah. So sorry, I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about Rolling Around.
I thought
Nah,
Chuck was like
Yes.
when he came out in the movie, that was my favorite
Yes,
part.
and they started slamming the chairs. That was amazing.
Mhm. That was my
So
favorite part. I
Alright.
woke up just in time to see that.
Yeah, so without a doubt, I'm pretty sure. Actually, it might be a little different. Best performance for day 2, though. I'm going with Travis.
Same.
He just knew how to he knew how to get that whole crowd just going. He knew like the right songs to play. Even the old diehard fans were like, "Yo!" Like there was really a fan to me that I was like moshing with. That was like, I've never knew anybody like any other group of people that know these old songs like that. Y'all are real as fuck for that. I started crying, bro. That guy was funny as hell.
I loved Travis's performance. This is one of his best ones yet. I was so happy too because me and James have gone to these concerts together all the time, but we always separate. And that Travis concert was one of the first ones we've seen together since I think like 2018. So that was amazing to finally experience a concert with James after so long.
Yeah, Travis Scott was definitely like it makes sense because he was the headliner for the
Yeah.
day. Like besides Travis, obviously, like Jaleel for me went crazy. Definitely a highlight.
Mhm.
I did want to say that I did catch 21 Savage, and I thought it was mid.
Yeah,
ooh,
but
I have strong words about the 21 Savage. And by the way, I want to correct myself. The worst one of Friday was not Ice Spice or Destroy Lonely. It was Kodak Black, which
Oh yeah, that shit was garbage.
he showed up late because of Ice Spice, of course. By the way, Pink Panthers did not come as well, but he showed up late because of Ice Spice, and then he had his friend on stage proposing to a girl. So when me and James arrived, it was just a bunch of silence, and he was freestyling with no beats, and he had a crazy accent on. He was like, I was
I
outside.
was tired of them tonight. You know.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
I really thought they were kicking him off the set. I thought that's what that was. I thought the DJ cut him off. Like that the whole time I was sitting there, like trying to listen to Kodak Black, it was not it. And it was crazy because Kodak is like this. We were in Miami,
Yeah,
we
he
were
sure did pull a crowd. He
Yeah.
had a crowd.
It is Miami. It's just it's home, man.
Well, they pulled up for him. It was
Yeah.
just disappointing for like a Mayan, like for a Florida artist in Florida. It was disappointing. I agree. But 21 I thought was pretty mid. And you
Yeah,
say
21
I
Savage
agree.
was definitely, I think, the worst of Saturday.
Yeah.
But he had really low lows, but when he went high, it was really high highs. He brung out this is the day before I believe he technically got arrested, or the day that he did get arrested, but he brung out a G Herbo. So potentially for a lot of us, that can be our first and last time seeing G Herbo.
I'm okay
yeah.
with that. I'm 100% okay with that.
Yeah, seeing Herb for that one song was high, but his other guest was a lot more hype.
Yeah, he brung out Young Nudie, and right prior to that, I was actually getting a little upset that I missed Young Nudie because again, there's a lot of people contradicting their times. I believe Snot and Young Nudie played at the same time, and I wasn't gonna miss Snot for Young Nudie. And Young Nudie comes out with 21 Savage, and I'm so hyped because they're cousins, obviously. So maybe the chances of them like performing together are really like kind of high. So
They do have a lot of
Young
music together too.
Yes, they played Peaches and Cream. Oh my god, or Peaches whatever, I forgot what it's called. Or here's boo, 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 boo. Crazy, digging a pussy. Whatever. And then they play what was it? It was EA. And the mosh pits to EA, bunch of red smoke in the air. That was the one time where I got blinded by my rage. I'm pretty sure I hit 4 or 5 people that night.
Mm.
Like full force hit people.
Real.
Motherfucker gonna catch a murder charge after this. Oh my god.
I just might, bro.
Yeah, 21 had a huge crowd too. Like it was lapping around like buildings.
Yeah,
But
I was towards the back, but it was massive.
it was massive, but like 21, his energy on stage is just not it. But like his music doesn't have that energy either. Like it
Yeah.
does, but it doesn't.
All right, so as a lifelong 21 Savage fan, I'll be the first one to say 21's music is literally just a chill gangster getting on the mic, just like calmly rapping. It's like, to be honest, there's nothing exciting about the way 21 Savage raps. His music is exciting, it's interesting, but for me, it's all just about like the way 21 like raps and like flows with it. That's what makes him exciting. That's why, like, as a performance wise, I wouldn't like choose 21 over anyone in particular. But if I want to listen to music, I'd rather choose 21.
He sounded so different in real life too.
Yeah, he did.
Like hearing him rap his own bars, but without like yelling it because he's trying to get like a performance vibe. Like his voice, I didn't know can hit those pitches just because of all the music he makes, where it's like very deep, very
I,
very deep voice.
I I think this is I don't want to blame it on something, but I think it's his DJ that really fucked him up, and it was a lot of like low audio. It's like his mixing was not 100% good on that microphone. You just could not hear the guy. The beat was way louder than him. His himself rapping was a lot louder than him. Like, a lot going on there. But besides that, though, it's okay.
Yeah.
He wasn't like the worst ever. But like just because they're bad doesn't mean like they're not directly good. It's
Yeah,
just there's so many great artists that weekend.
yeah, like he's not a bad well, he's not a bad performer, but out of all the performances, of this whole weekend, there was a lot better.
Like I've seen 21 before, and I can like confidently say that he's performed better. But I don't think like with a crowd that size though, you're probably like the bigger the crowd is, the harder it's gonna be to like control it. So
True.
at the end of the day, it's just how strong the music was and how it sounded. And Mikhail was right. The something about that mic was throwing me off.
They gave
Like
him the shittiest mic of the weekend.
yeah, like his sound wasn't all there that day.
All right. Let's keep it stepping, man. We're at an hour, so let's talk about day 3. This is probably the day I've been with you guys the most, actually, because we weren't separated or dealing with lost phones.
Yeah, day 3 was pretty goated, not gonna lie.
Yeah. When we got there in time for Toby Lou. Actually, we got there in time to chill first.
Yes, I did not see Toby Lou, but I know you guys really badly wanted to. So I sat in the side on the Pringles area where I collected. My goal for that day was to collect as much free shit as possible. So I was collecting my mementos while you guys were listening to Toby Lou. Which prior to that day, I've never heard of Toby Lou before.
I never heard of him either. It's really just
Oh.
my girlfriend and James that knew.
Yeah, I listened to Toby Lou, and I'm not gonna lie, when we got to his stage, I was like, "Is that Toby Lou?" Because we hear this motherfucker like rapping hard. The music I know from Toby Lou, this motherfucker's like, this motherfucker makes like pop.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very interesting to hear it because like his newer music is not the same as his older music, and he played a lot of new music, and like going into his like discography again, I was like, okay, now I hear it, because he can rap,
Yeah, that boy can rap.
bro. He can rap. It was insane. I was not expecting that from that man, but I was so like pleasantly surprised. Like I wasn't expecting like a mosh pit crowd for Toby Lou,
Mm-hmm.
but like he gave the energy where
Yeah.
like if more people knew him, the crowd could have been bumping too.
Facts.
Right after Toby Lou, though, was the female goat. The female goat. Oh, sorry.
No, it's Pierre.
It was Pierre.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come here?
Pierre was another beautiful one to me. To
Yeah,
my I love Pierre Bourne so much.
bro, that
And
was such a good one.
when he played For You,
Oh, bro.
tears down my eyes, bro. Like I have such an attachment to that song.
I was so lit when he played For You. He played Drunk and Nasty too. He played a lot of good songs.
He played a lot of good songs, but I'm just glad, like, I'm glad the energy was there too.
Yeah.
Like, the crowd was fire too.
The crowd is fucking with him heavy. And
When I was there for the Pierre Bourne one, I was very hyped for the songs that I knew, which I know majority of his songs. Like he played some songs from his first album, which I forgot what the name of that one is, but he played songs from that one. Super hype. But he played some songs because Pierre Bourne, like he kind of, in my opinion, a lot of his songs, he's kind of more of like a singer type vibe. Like he's a rapper type singer. He's not as trapping as like some of the other artists that he works with. So,
Yeah.
I feel like he had a lot of songs that he played that like he was featured on, and I had a hype vibe to it. And it was super hype to see. Like people were turning up to the song they had with Cardi, and then when his work came on, they're still hype. But then he played some solo music, and I like kind of stepped out.
Speaking of which, before we continue, thank fucking God they did not play a whole lot of songs that he just produced, because they started off like that, and that could have went bad real fast.
Yeah, for a second, I was like, "Damn, are they just gonna play like his produced shit?" Because like Pierre is an amazing producer, but I came to hear Pierre perform,
Yeah.
and then like after those like 2 songs, like he started playing, his music,
Yeah.
which is great because he played a lot of shit off of the T-Lot 5, which is like one of my favorite albums to exist. Which I'm pretty happy with. I was very, very content with Pierre Bourne. I lost my hat in that crowd.
You lost the
Bro,
Pringles hat gang.
Yeah.
Uh,
R.I.P. And
you
then
see,
afterwards we went who went to
that.
Choppa as well?
Oh no, we forgot about BK first. Was BK first or NLE?
yes, BK
Yeah,
was
BK.
first. BK. BK's vibes was
Crazy.
crazy.
In facts,
Love
So
Lu-
good.
Lucas, got something you want to say about BK? Say it, Lucas.
Loved it. I was so happy because I just found out about her last year at Rolling Loud. So I just kind of watched her performance from the side last year, and I was like, "Holy shit, this bitch is fire!" And
I
then
I
throughout
dragged
this
him.
year, I just like found out who she was. Thank you to James.
Yeah,
And
I dragged him to BK last year because I wanted to see BK last year. Oh my god. What a good fucking set.
the only thing I can say I was mad about BK's performance was the moment that we started leaving to go. I don't know who we were going to. I think it was Dawn. But the moment we started leaving towards it, she started playing fucking she started playing all the songs I wanted to hear. Like, uh-huh. I don't know if she played Tweaking Together, but I think she
The
did.
um,
But
the only reason was for that was because she was about to get off stage, and then they said that she has more time, so they just gifted her more time.
Yeah, they gave her more time because sets were behind and shit.
yeah, and I hate them for that. Should have told her earlier so I would have stayed and heard it. But
I
Coolest
I
thing
love
is though,
I love them for that because I was so hyped to hear more BK.
well, the thing was like I heard the more BK from like the distance, but I was already moving towards Dawn, so I was like, damn man, I wanted to hear those songs. But damn,
I also fucked with her newest album, so like it was really cool to hear some of that too.
she I she played like this one song. The first song she played was Tan, and I called it from prior. I was going there that the first song she's gonna play was Tan, so I
you
got
did.
super hyped. I was like, I know she's gonna play this song. I just know it.
She played
And
Unreleased too.
Mm-hmm.
may I just say that entire weekend, BK the Ruler was like a side card name. That might have been some of the biggest mosh pits I've been a part of. That like the way we spread the entire pit, men, women,
Yeah, you
children,
guys spread it. OD.
men, women, children, everybody was spreading out for that pit, bro. Crazy.
It
Um,
was beautiful.
so next was Dawn.
Yeah, you okay, so you two you two saw Don Tolliver. Me and Lucas stayed at the same stage for DC the Don.
Mm-hmm. So we'll talk about DC first. You guys go ahead.
Double dawn
Okay.
action.
Yeah, because they had to put both Dons at the same time.
Yeah, that's you, man. See who gets the
Like
bigger
my
output.
my explanation for seeing DC instead of Don Tolliver, because Don Tolliver is one of my favorite artists of all time. DC is not, but he's still a really good artist. Um, I've seen Don Tolliver before. Like last Rolling Loud, I saw Don Tolliver, so I just wanted to like knock a DC off my bucket list. And can I just say, I am so glad because DC ended up being one of my favorite sets, like top 3 and not 3 on that on my
honestly,
on my list.
yeah, he was probably he's also in my top 5 of the weekend. That was one of the best concerts I've ever been to.
It was beautiful. It was so fun, and the pits, like the pits for BK were crazy, but the pit for DC
It was
where
just a double up.
So you know how when there's two mosh pits, you just kind of like try to merge them and then split the middle.
Mm-hmm.
The DC pits went from the left side, the far left side, to the far right side. Like the entire crowd was open for a pit.
Yeah, from literal one side of the stage all the way to the other.
I won't lie with you. Besides the headliners, you didn't really see much about the mosh pits and thing, but I saw the DC the Don mosh pit on all over Instagram and TikTok. They had it. His shit was spread so wide, and I think they also put him on Instagram and TikTok because somebody behind him pulled his butt crack out, and I saw DC Don's butt crack.
What?
I
Yeah.
wish I was there for that. I really wish I saw his butt crack, but that shit was cool, like mad wide as hell, craziest thing I've ever seen.
His crack.
You just want to see
I don't
a
want to
man's
talk
butt
about it.
crack, man.
I don't want to talk about it.
And wide as hell.
Wide as hell
Yeah.
butt crack, bro.
DC, that was a concert to go to, and the best part about going to see DC
Mm-hmm.
was GoPuff's stage where Don was performing
Mm-hmm.
was behind again. So
Yeah.
Don came on late and Don had a longer set. So after DC the Don, me and Lucas had time to get water and head over to the stage where Don Toliver was performing and got to see the entire second half of Don Toliver as well. Like, I got to see both. That was why DC was worth it.
He
Yeah,
lives
it was
with
great.
the both worlds.
I
See,
was,
now me and Tristan have something to say. I put Tristan on to Don Toliver, I'd say about 2 years ago now.
yeah, maybe
Uh,
3.
maybe three. You know, time flies. But ever since then, I've been telling him, "Yo, bro, we got to see this guy together in concert, whatever." But I put him on before Don Toliver was extremely huge, and you could probably see a Don Toliver like concert, probably floor seats for like around the ballpark, $100-$200. Now it's just probably closer to 1,000. So Rolling Loud was our only chance to go get to see him, and oh my gosh,
Worth it.
worth
Worth
it,
it, man.
worth it.
100% worth it. Bro, let me tell you, first of all, that man's big. First of all, was not expecting that. Second, I was not expecting like mosh pits or anything at Don Toliver's show. So the fact that people were moshing in it and like people were actually like hyped to see Don Toliver and sing Don Toliver, that made my whole day, man. Don Toliver is probably one of my top performances of the whole weekend. I loved every single second of it. I yelled every single word to every single song, bro. Nothing but
And
love.
honestly, I I don't cry very often, but when Don Toliver was singing, I believe he was singing third or fourth song in, he was singing the song with Travis Scott, Embarrassed. I
Yeah.
started. He dropped the beat. He had a guitar playing in the background,
Yo.
and I started crying. There's tears coming out of my eyes, man. I turned around to my friend, it was Jeffrey at the time. I started crying. I was looking him in his eyes. There's tears coming out of my face. Like I was in awe. He's like, you hear him on his songs, and he sounds so beautiful.
Mhm.
Then you hear him in real life, and
And
he
he
still
said,
sounds so. He sounds even better.
yep. I don't know how Don did it, bro. His voice just sounds so good, man. If I could come back as anybody, I want Don Toliver's voice.
He's just.
He's such a good performer.
Yeah,
He
he's a
really,
really good performer, man.
like he sings his heart out. He does what he does times 10 at a concert. Like, it's so good.
And then, for me anyway, we had the main event, Uzi.
Yes.
And let me just say, man, without a doubt in my mind, number one performer of the weekend. I wanted to see Uzi. I got to see Uzi. I loved every second of Uzi. My girlfriend pushed this Asian guy that was like pushing the fuck out of her, and she wailed him out in a mosh pit. That shit was hyped. I started a mosh pit with these random kids. That shit was hyped. Bro, everything about Uzi's show. The kids that came through the crowd with a trash can or got chased by a security guard. Oh my god. Everything about Uzi's show was so good that you think it was the main event. There was so much energy. All roads led to the booby trap.
All roads lead to the
All roads lead to the
All
booby
roads
trap.
lead to the booby trap.
It was so amazing. I wish he played more Pink Tape, but I get it. It's Rolling Loud. It's mainstream shit.
Honestly, I can't even say that because I think he played a perfect mix of everything.
I'll say, because I'm the only one who didn't see the entirety of Lil Uzi. I saw it Offset because Uzi was wildly late. I saw
Yeah.
the first 3 songs, and then I went to go see Offset. So I'll speak on Offset. He was amazing, and I didn't expect that much people to split off from seeing Lil Uzi to go see Offset. But I'd say it was a lot more girls going to see Offset. But it hurts to say I missed Lil Uzi Vert, but I got to see Cardi B, so I was kind of hyped.
Bro, let me
You also
just
bring
say.
out yo.
That does not justify it. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no. Let me say I saw Cardi's outfit on Instagram. I 100% understand why Mikhail did it, bro.
Oh my god, yes!
Dude, Uzi's set, bro. I went in there with no energy, no stamina. My bones were weak. I'm tired. I went in there and exceeded my limits on raging. Like,
Oh,
actually, I pulled energy out of spots of my body that I didn't think stored energy.
Dude, second win out of your bow.
I feel you, man. I was willing to die.
Oh,
I
gosh.
felt
Yeah.
like I was gonna die.
That was my resting place, and I was so happy with it. I was so content with it.
Bro, I never
Mhm.
connected with so many people for a one spot over just one person. Uzi opened my eyes to world peace, man.
I feel you,
I
man.
stopped hating for like 30 minutes, bro. I actually stopped generally being a hater.
That's so real. You got this nigga to stop hating,
I know, you know me. I never stopped hating, bro.
bro. Always gotta hate. You know, I think even Jeffrey stopped hating for that too.
Low key. And then I went right back to hating because me and my girlfriend left because we were not trying to see ASAP Rocky. And I think that was a good idea.
Definitely
my-
was. Apparently, nobody in the fucking crowd wanted to see ASAP Rocky because they all left.
Yeah, ASAP was the headliner of day 3, and he wasn't.
No, it was Uzi.
He was definitely the worst performance I saw for the week, which is
Yeah,
sad because I like ASAP Rocky. I like his music. I liked his new song too that he performed.
Oh,
I like
dude, I hated Riot, bro. I don't like Riot.
I liked the controversy it brought.
I will say this is one thing. I was deep in the mosh pits of ASAP Rocky, and I was enjoying myself. I actually really like ASAP Rocky set. And I like he was the only headliner who besides Playboi Cari who brung people out on the stage with him. But Playboi Cari didn't do it the same way that ASAP Rocky did. ASAP Rocky to start his set had a bunch of people in I'm not sure if anybody's seen his Instagram videos recently, but he has people in like white t-shirts. And he even gave a little like instruction video on the can like on the side. His music itself might not have been the best performance wise, but he did have a lot of cool like visual audio stuff. He had a guy on top of the staircase waving the flag for 15 minutes straight. The music that he played a lot of his hit songs. I really enjoyed that. There's a lot of songs that I knew word for word that I don't even remember knowing these songs word for word. He played he gave respect to A$AP Ferg. He gave respect to A$AP Yams.
R.I.P. Yams.
He brung out Snot.
Snot was
So
basically like the second Kai Cenat Rolling Loud. He got brought up pretty much everywhere too. And
Yeah,
he performed.
Doja Cat. They have a song together, Doja.
That was it.
That song was extremely hype. Doja was so turned. Hilarious. Doja was an amazing song.
I think A$AP's set was sold very hard by the DJ he had.
Oh yes, I agree.
Like the the DJ not only like fucked up one of the starts of the songs, but he had one soundboard ass button, presses it, and all you hear is the same loop of thunder over and over and over again.
Oh my god, that was hilarious, bro.
It was so bad. For a final set for the last day?
If they just completely switched the order the other way around, like even if they kept Travis in the middle and then put A$AP Rocky as the first day and let Playboi Cari perform last.
They should have given that last performance to Uzi, bro.
Yeah. Or just
Uzi
like make
should have
A$AP the
headlined
first one.
day.
Uzi's crowd
Yeah.
tripled A$AP's, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like as soon as Uzi was done, there were a lot of people leaving.
Oh my god, bro. Best moment in Rolling Loud when Uzi first left and then he came back and said, "Hey guys, I'm back. They let me perform one last time. Every day another I just wanna rock." It was I just wanna rock, so you know, it was whatever. But I was so happy to see Uzi again.
Bro. I had a feeling like he was gonna perform that song 50 million times.
Yeah.
He's such a goat.
Bro, he had a speech to warm up to it too. He was like, he did XO Tour Life first, and then he was like, "That was my biggest song, and I never thought I would make a song as big as that until this one." As soon as he said like, "I thought I'd never make a song as big as that," I was like, "Oh my god, he's gonna play this on a rock," and he did it.
Yeah, is I Just Want to Rock bigger than XO Tour
I
Life?
think it is now. Hold on, let me.
It's not like overall numbers, but like as of hype, it's the closest to getting diamond again.
Yeah,
It's at 400 mil right now, about to hit 500 mil.
and
Yeah,
XO
500
Tour Life's
million
at like
is
$1 billion, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, low key, because XO Tour Life did take a little bit to get to $1 billion.
Yeah, it was cooking for a minute.
So
Yeah.
it might have the chance.
Especially how I Just Want to Rock is just like, you know, the club song.
Yeah.
Also, because that shit just came out last year too.
Yeah, it blew up pretty fast. Like
Oh
pretty
my
much the
god,
day
the
it came
day
out.
that it came out.
Oh my
Hasn't
god.
even been a full
Yeah,
year.
the streets of New York turned upside down.
Bro, can I say that was the one time I've never been so mad to not be home because we could have went there.
Yeah, bro. One of our homies were supposed to go, but then he of course flopped out because he's a wimp.
God damn it.
He could have saw Bert in Cassinet.
Could have put us on for the gang. Anyway, we're running on time. Let's do this real quick. We'll do everybody's best moment Rolling Loud. I get mine ready when Uzi juked us all out. So let's do everybody else's best moment Rolling Loud. Give me one.
My best moment in Rolling Loud was probably the moment when I found Lucas in the crowd for Uzi after losing him.
This guy stole my moment.
Then we just lock arms and just start screaming the lyrics.
W.
Yeah, mine was that moment as well.
5-star. What about you?
I'd say when I was listening to Playboi Cari, and he stopped and said, "I love you, Miami. I love you, Miami. I love you, Miami."
Which
And
time?
then hold on, then the music stops, no sound, like a slight guitar in the back, and then Stop Breathing comes on, and then me and I'd say about like 15 other people are having a fist fight brawl in the mosh pit. I'd say that was like the craziest experience ever.
I thought you were gonna say what he said. I was like, it's hot as fuck out here.
Bro, yeah, but he stopped a little bit after he said it's hot as fuck. But like right after that, we were having a brawl. Oh, wait, no, I lied. My favorite part, James was there. We met these group of bigger guys, like they're chubbier guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he gave me a bottle of Don Julio. And then he said, hold on, and gave me a double shot glass and hooked me up. He was getting me active. That I believe it was during Trippy Red. He was getting me active. He was setting me up. That was
Yeah.
WS.
That
That's
Trippy Red moment was top tier.
the power of friendship, for real.
That was a beautiful moment.
I was expecting to meet a lot of cool people at Rolling Loud like that, but W, man, a lot of people were real cool.
Yeah, dude, I've always had fucking like the people I meet at Rolling Loud have always been some of the nicest people, which is funny because a lot of other like music festivals you hear about people getting trampled and shit and fighting,
Yeah.
but every time at Rolling Loud, it's like everybody's on that same just good positive energy.
All right. Any final messages y'all want to say to wrap it up?
I'm gonna send this to my friend James that we met at Rolling Loud. GG's, bro. Hoping to be there at the next one. We're gonna forcefully make Tristan for the next Rolling Loud that happens. We're forcefully making Tristan edit a vlog of all of us going to the next Rolling Loud. We're making the next one bigger and better. Instead of going to Miami, we're gonna take it a step farther. We're gonna go to the one in LA. We're gonna go to the one in LA. We're gonna set the whole weekend up. We're gonna I don't care what happens. We're making that shit happen. After one
Yeah.
LA, we're gonna make this. We're gonna make content out of this. Just make it hype.
Christmas. Here's the Christmas list right now, bro. I just want either a mirrorless camera or a DSLR that can record in like 1080p HD, and that's all I need. Look, if you're a supporter of the podcast, bro, please get these views up so we can actually make some bread off this, so we can get that camera and start making crazy content. If you, my family member, you're watching this, or a friend of mine, bro, please give me some bread so I can get a camera, gang.
Please hook them up, bro.
We're begging.
Man, I beg.
But if not, we're gonna make it work with the iPhone 14 Pro Max.
Yeah, we got an iPhone 14 Pro Max in the grid, so we'll make it work,
we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
All right. Yeah, y'all be safe, man.
Stay hydrated.
Facts, gang. Stay hydrated and live life. Go outside, touch grass, man.
Do not drink water, smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, that's a family friendly message. You can leave off on that.
What a goat.